Hi, this is Nancy Niccolo, President of Huff Insurance. Thanks for joining us. Today I wanted to talk about vehicles and your auto insurance. We had a question recently posed to us from one of our customers. They wanted to know if they could add their son's vehicle to their policy even though the vehicle was titled just in their son's name. Most companies do not want to add the son's vehicle in that case. And there's some reasons why the son might not want to have his vehicle added to your policy in that case. One is if the vehicle is solely owned by your son and not owned by you and him jointly, is if the policy is written in your name and there's a claim, the check is going to be made payable to the first named insured, which is you, not your son. Unfortunately, you have no insurable interest in your son's vehicle. So, therefore, the company may not even want to pay the claim. Now, a lot of carriers will give additional discounts if the son's vehicle, while he is a resident of the home with mom and dad, goes with the same insurance company that mom and dad have. That way they can take advantage of some of the discounts like multi-vehicle in the household or multi-policy discounts, which is a great option then for your son. So he's not really losing anything by being on his own policy, but because the vehicle is solely owned by him, he really should be on his own policy. The other thing is, if you do add him to your policy and the company does allow that, they will only allow it for the time period that your son is a resident of your household. Well, let's face it, when your son all of a sudden decides that he's moving in with his girlfriend, or he got a job in another state, or he's moving out on his own, you're celebrating and crying at the same time, but you're not thinking about, oh my gosh, we got to do something with the insurance before you leave. So what happens is Junior moves out. A month later, he totals his car, and then he's not insured under the definition of insured under the policy. And now you're in a situation where you may have a company denying a claim when you need them the most. So the best thing is that your son get his own insurance policy with his own coverages if the vehicle is titled solely to him. You want to make sure also that your son has the same limits of liability that you and mom have, just to make sure that there's no conflict in the event that you drive your son's car because his was the last one in the driveway, or your car was broken down and you grab his. We don't want him to have state minimum limits and you have very good substantial limits and then have an accident and find out that you're limited now to just those state minimum. If it's titled to both of you, then sure, we can add it to mom and dad's policy. So again, when things like this in the household arise, or things are changing all the time in your life, reach out to your insurance agent here at Huff Insurance. We'd be happy to go over how the life changes are going to affect your insurance and your insurance needs and help give you the right advice for the situation. Again, my name's Nancy. I'm the president of Huff Insurance, and we want to earn your business.